Greetings, facilitator leaders, grade 28 facilitators, rather. Today we move to week 2 in this grade 28 series, and week 2, lesson 2, is the story of Noah. And what we're going to do in this study is kind of go through how things got to where they got at the time of Noah, when God was fed up with all that he created. We're also going to see that God lets Noah know about the judgment that is going to come via the flood, and then waits 120 years before he fulfills that word of judgment, hoping that some would come to repentance, even one. But as you know the story, it would only be Noah, his sons, and their wives, and Noah's wife that would be upon the ark, 8 people. And so we're going to go through this a little bit in the study, and then we're going to transition into looking at what the similarities are between the times of Noah and our time in terms of imminent judgment that comes at Christ's second coming, and how we ourselves prepare for that second coming, and how we will not be caught off guard, we hope, through faith and through the use of God's gifts, like the people at the time of Noah were caught off guard. And you're also going to see the generational impact of passing on the faith in this section, and the importance of passing on the faith actively from one generation to the next generation, and not just assuming that the next generation understands the faith or the tools God has given to remain in the faith until the second coming of Christ or one's physical death. Okay, and then near the end, so this, as you've seen probably from week 1, this is really pretty self-explanatory, so these videos don't need to be long, because there's no points to really belabor here or flush out too much. But this week, when you come back, you'll be experiencing or talking maybe also a little bit about sections you've gone through thus far in Psalm 119 and any insights that you may have had. So you could maybe even open with that before you get into Noah. And then at the end of this Noah study, there's also another passage that you all are going to read together and discuss, and see if there's any insight from this psalm on how we should be awaiting the second coming of Christ. And then it ends with a scripted prayer there for you all to hopefully read together in unison in your group. So I hope you have a great week 2, lesson 2 on Noah and what it means for Noah as he walked with God, and what that might mean for you as you walk with God, and possibly, like Noah, stand alone amidst people who have really demonstrated themselves to be unbelievers and don't care about the things that you care about. So you could very well find yourself in a position where you're the only believer, the only one who looks to God, the only one who has Christ as the object of your faith. And you're going to be able to survive in those moments just as Noah did. Have a great study.